Now, the issue of gentrification is a hot topic in Boston, yet one issue that doesn't get talked about is how much it affects families who become homeless. Now, family homelessness has indeed escalated as faced with rents they cannot afford. Many families have had to appeal to state agencies for shelter. Now, although you may not see it, every night, thousands of families in our Commonwealth live in shelters or motels that the state has had to provide. Now, Brookview House is an independent, nonprofit organization founded in 1990, dedicated to helping families and at-risk families break the cycle of poverty. When Brookview opened its doors, families were the smallest segment of the homeless population. Today, on any given night in Massachusetts, there are over 4,500 homeless families. The majority are women with children. To tell us more about their model and how it's helped alleviate the situation, we've gone right to the source. The CEO, Deborah Hughes, joins us this morning to give us more details. Good morning, buenos dias. How are you?
Good morning, buenos dias.
Good. So, we talk about gentrification, we talk about this real estate boom. We've had segments on it talking about, but something that doesn't get much attention is what happens to the people who cannot afford the rents when they go 2-3 times as much. This is a problem, right?
Yes, it's a huge problem in this city, and it's a growing problem in this city because Boston is becoming more and more unaffordable as the boom continues. We're building a lot of residential units, a lot of condos, a lot of apartments, but there are very few affordable housing units being built.
Right. Now let's give people a perspective, because people say, oh, well, you know, it's part of the process, right? Well, cities in the United States right now with the largest number of homeless families, where do we rank?
We're fourth.
Fourth. So New York, LA, District of Columbia, and then our Boston, Massachusetts.
Boston. And Boston is a small city.
And I was just going to say that. I mean, you would know, you'd think LA, New York, right? Big cities. But what's happening?
It's the boom. Boston is, in terms of rents, it's one of the highest in the country. In terms of utility costs, food costs, all of that is more expensive than anywhere else in the country. You think San Francisco, but San Francisco doesn't have the utility costs that we have in Boston.
Yeah. So this is where you guys step in, right? Yeah. This is your mission. These are the folks that you guys are serving. How exactly do you serve these folks? How do they get into your program? And then what exactly do you do? What steps do you take to try to help alleviate their personal situation?
Right. Brookview House has two sites. One is a shelter, and families are referred by the Department of Housing and Community Development, which is a state agency. And we have permanent supportive housing where families can live and pay a third of their income, which makes it affordable, regardless of what their income is, in our second site in Roxbury.
So yeah, I was going to say, so you have a couple sites, right? Where are they located?
One in Dorchester, near Morton Street, and the other in the Dudley Square neighborhood of Roxbury.
Yeah. And there's a third one coming, right?
There's a third one coming, and that will be near our Dorchester site, near Morton Street.
Tell me a little bit about the homeless families. Give me an idea who these folks are. Let's give folks who are watching, we can't put a face, well, we can put a face to it with these photos. So are these some of the folks that you've been able to help out?
Yes, definitely. Those are some of our families. And families are predominantly, homeless families are predominantly women heads of household with children, which makes it a complex population because you have to address the needs of not just the mom, but each individual child as well. And that's what we do at Brookview. We have adult services and we have after-school programs and full-day summer programs for the kids to address their educational needs.
Now, you've had an impact. You've had quite a bit of success.
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit about that, because I saw one statistics, which is 92% of the people leave the ranks of homelessness permanently after they go through your place?
Yes, definitely. 92% of the moms remain in permanent housing full-time over a number of years, some as many as 20 years, because we've been around 25 years. And 88% of our children graduate high school, which for homeless youth, the graduation rate is usually 25%. Right.
So that's a huge difference. That is a huge difference. All right, so let me ask you a question. So someone watching today, and we hit a nerve with them, they would like to contribute or donate, especially maybe around Christmas. I imagine during Christmas times it's toys, in the summer it's summer activity funds, vouchers for places to go. Do you guys accept donations from people?
Yes, we definitely accept all kinds of donations, gifts, toys. We also need furniture, housewares, because when families come to our program, they have nothing. because they've gone from place to place and lost everything that they have.
So you know what? It's really important, if nothing else, on the show today, that folks who are watching and listening take down that email, that website, and look in their heart and see what they can do. Because I see all the time. I mean, we all go through our closets. There are stuff that we could do. So some of these kids that we're looking at, on camera now, could use some of this stuff during certain times of the year, right?
Definitely. Yeah. Backpacks, back to school time, Christmas time. Definitely.
Deborah, can someone get a hold of you when if they email you?
Yes, my email address is dhughes@brookviewhouse.org, and our website is www.brookviewhouse.org.
I hope that you can come back and give us some good news that maybe this show helped a little bit, and that the situation is alleviating, or just an update. It's always good to remind folks of what's going on out there.
Definitely.
Okay, Deborah.
Sounds good.
I'm glad you came.
Oh, thank you.
You have a
for
beautiful
having me.
smile.
Thank
we
you.
got to keep you smiling. Yeah. Well, it's like you did it right on cue.
See?
And when we return, the Puerto Rican Festival of Massachusetts joins us for an Urban Update interview coming right up. We'll be right back.